Let me ask you something. Have you ever paid your credit card in full, on time, felt proud of yourself, and then your credit score dropped anyway? No late payment, no new account, no fraud, just a random 25 to 40 point drop that makes your stomach sink. If that's happened to you, I need you to hear this. You didn't mess up. You just don't know the real date that controls your score. And it is not your due date. We were trained to worship the due date. Miss it? Late fee. Miss it by 30 days? Credit damage for 7 years. So naturally, we obsess over it. But your credit score doesn't operate on emotion. It operates on timing. And the most important date in your credit life is something called your statement closing date. Most people don't even know it exists. Let me break this down the simple way. Your credit card is not live streaming your behavior. It's not updating your report in real time. It's more like a security camera. Once per month, on your statement closing date, it takes a snapshot. Whatever balance is sitting on your card that day, that's what gets reported to Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. Not what you pay later, not what you plan to pay, not what autopay handles 3 weeks from now. What's there when the camera clicks? That's what the algorithm judges. Let's use real numbers. Say your limit is $2,000. You charge $1,200 for a laptop. The money is already in your checking account. You plan to pay it off in full before the due date. You feel responsible. But if your statement closes while that $1,200 is still sitting there, your utilization is 60%. And that's what gets reported, even if you pay it off 2 days later, even if you never pay $1 in interest. On your credit report, you look like someone using over half their available credit. And the algorithm doesn't know your intentions. It only sees math. Now let's talk about why this matters so much. Your credit score is broken into categories. Payment history is 35%, but right behind it at 30% is utilization. That means nearly 1/3 of your entire score depends on how much credit you're using at the moment that snapshot is taken. Not how responsible you are, not how disciplined you feel, just the percentage. Here are the cliffs. Under 10% utilization? Excellent. Under 30%? Safe. Over 30%? Risk starts increasing. Over 50%? You look stressed. Near 100%? You look desperate, even if it's temporary, even if you pay it off next week. Now here's where grown woman strategy kicks in. The fix is simple. You stop paying after the statement, and you start paying before it closes. Find your statement closing date, not your due date, the closing date. Then, 2 to 3 days before it hits, check your balance. If it's high, push a manual payment to bring it under 10%. Let the statement generate with that small balance. That small number is what gets reported. Then you still pay it off before the due date, so you avoid interest. Same spending, different timing, completely different score outcome. Now let me give you the elite move. People with 800 plus scores usually don't report 0 on every card. That sounds crazy, but hear me out. The algorithm wants to see responsible usage. If every card reports 0 month after month, you look inactive. The optimal strategy is called all cards 0 except 1. Pay every card to 0 before their statement closes. On one card, let a tiny balance report, like 1% of the limit. Then pay it off before the due date. You report activity. You avoid interest. You maximize scoring. That's precision. One warning though, do not get cute with credit cycling. If you have a $2,000 limit and you push $6,000 through it in 1 month by constantly paying and swiping again, banks see that as risk behavior. They can freeze you. They can shut you down. If you constantly hit your limit, call and request a credit limit increase instead. We play strategic, not reckless. And please stop closing old credit cards. Your utilization is total balances divided by total available credit. If you close a card with an $8,000 limit, your available credit drops instantly. Your percentage spikes, even if your spending didn't change. Keep old cards open. Put a small subscription on them. Set autopay. Let them quietly strengthen your profile. Here's your execution plan. Step 1. Find your statement closing date. Step 2. Aim to report under 10%. Step 3. Pay down 2 to 3 days before the statement closes. Step 4. Pay off the remainder before the due date. Zero interest. Maximum optimization. No drama. Your bank understands this calendar perfectly. Now you do too. Stop playing defense with your credit. Start playing chess. I'm Ash with Cash. Go stack that score. I'll see you in the next one.